Let me introduce myself. Tansi nito tintek tanis peranto nitsigasan naya apitawigosisen sagatawek nitsotsin. Hi everybody, my name is Tanis Peranto. I am Métis from Peace River, Alberta. Thank you for joining me. This is my very first online class, so bear with me as I'm sure I'm going to work out some kinks as we go along. About this workout, even with the warm-up and the actual workout too, this is based on a principle called rest-based training, which means you set your own pace. So I'm going to be timing it in circuits. So they're going to be 1-minute circuits for the workout, 30-second circuits for the warm-up. But you do as much as you can until you have to stop. And then you take a little rest until you can go again. So you set your own rest periods. You do as much as you can within that window. All right, so we're just going to do the old walk in place for a couple minutes. Kind of strange working out to no music and not hearing anybody. But it's a good thing I can see some of you, so that helps. Just talking to myself. My cat might make an appearance. She's in her room under the bed right now, so maybe she'll come out later. You can go for a walk around your apartment or your house, wherever you are. Go to the kitchen, make sure you have water. You can take a water break anytime you want. Okay, gonna keep doing this for another minute. You can start swinging those arms higher. You're feeling warm. I'm gonna attempt to show you modifications for every move that we do later, for those of you that need it. Is anyone playing music in your house? Give me a thumbs up if you are. Nope, yep, one, we got 2, we got 3. Okay, now we're just gonna do some, hang on, camera adjust. We're just gonna kick in place. And you can swing your arms opposite leg, opposite arm. Go at your own pace. You don't have to match what I'm doing. And that's the same for when the workout starts too. You don't have to do your reps at the same time I'm doing my reps. You do your own pace. You can swing those arms a little bit higher. Okay, now we're gonna do some kickbacks. So kick your butt. This way, and we'll swing our arms out this way. Just be gentle with it. Don't want to throw your shoulders out right off the top. Still warming out. We're getting the blood flowing. We're getting the joints lubricated, which is super important. We get our blood flowing, so we warm up our muscles so we don't tear anything, and we lessen the chance of injury. Same with the joints. This is kind of hard to do all at the same time. Hopefully I don't look too awkward. Okay, a couple more seconds. Okay, so I'm gonna take you through a circuit warm-up as well. This is part of the warm-up, yes, but we're gonna do 3 moves, and we're gonna do them in a circuit style. So we're gonna do 30 seconds of each. So the first one is a squat to stand. So there's a couple variations. Let me move this again, sorry. You touch your toes, bend down, bum up, stand up. Bend over, touch your toes, bend down, bum up, stand up. If that's too much for you, you can squat to the bench. That's fine. So we're gonna do 30 seconds of that. Okay, go. If you're real flexible, you can do the overhead reach down here. I'm not real flexible, but I do like to try to do it. Okay, so next move, we're gonna do a reverse lunge. A couple ways you can do that, just on the spot. I want you to do 2 on the left leg and then 2 on the right leg and repeat. If you need to modify this, if you need balance, you can hang on to something, hang on to a table and just do it stationary if you need. Someone else's cat made an appearance. Okay, the next move is a bear crawl. So there's a couple things with this. This is a bear crawl. Now, if that's too much for you, couple options. You can do a dead bug, which is laying on the floor, doing this. Or you can just do that in a chair also. So we're gonna do bear crawl, 30 seconds. You don't need much space. You can just do a couple steps forward, couple steps back, go. This warm-up is gonna feel like the workout I read already. Okay, we're gonna start all over from the top and do our squat to stand again, okay? Touch your toes, butt down, overhead reach if you want. If not, bum up. And go at your own pace with all of these. Or like I said before, you can just squat to a chair. Or you can just squat on the spot, no chair. Okay, reverse lunge again. 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Okay, bear crawl or dead bug in a chair. 30 seconds, go. If I stop, you don't have to stop. I'm probably just watching you guys, okay? So keep going and just remember, keep going until you can't go. Rest until you can go and then go again. Okay, last round of warm up. We're gonna do our squat to stand again. Okay, reverse lunges again. 2 left, 2 right, repeat. If you need to hang on to something, you can do that. Are we getting warm? Okay, last set of bear crawls. Go. Okay, take a breather. Excuse me. Get some water. Gonna give you a little bit of a break before we start. Those of you that are just jumping on, we just finished our warm up, so hopefully you're warm already. Hi, Danish. I have to squat down here so you guys can see me. So just make sure you have all your equipment ready. So in the email when I talked about filling a bag, I use my backpack. It's really cool. It's got eagles on it. There's a 28-pound bag of cat litter in here. So that's what I use. Yours doesn't have to be that heavy. I said 20 to 30 pounds in the email because we're going to use it for bigger moves. So you make sure if it feels too light, put some more stuff in it for what we're doing. If it feels too heavy, take some stuff out. This is really, you're going to really determine how much weight you'll be lifting. And you'll figure that out as we go along. Okay. Take a little rest. Everyone get some water. So we're gonna do 6 moves. They're gonna be a minute each. You don't have to go the whole minute, like I said. For those of you that just jumped on, rest-based training is go until you can't, then stop, take a rest until you can go again, and then go again. So you don't have to match me, you don't have to match anyone else, just regulate it on your own. Okay, are we ready to start? Let me get my timer going. How are we feeling? You get a thumbs up, are we doing okay? Good. Okay. Our first move is a squat. So you can just do a body weight squat. You can grab your dumbbells, put them by your side if you want. Other option, does anyone have exercise bands? Okay, so if you have a short one, you can, for the squat, you can put it around your legs if you want. It makes it harder, up to you. If you have a long band, you can step on it, hold it here, and you can make it harder that way too with a little bit of resistance. Totally up to you. If you want to make it really hard, grab your cat litter and do that. If you need to make it super easy, squat to a chair. Okay, we haven't even officially started the circuit. All right, let's go. 60 seconds, stop when you need, take a rest, go when you can. Squats, go. I do recommend using weight for these because it's more optimal with building muscle. So the harder you can make it, the better. Which means you're gonna have to take more rest, but that's fine. I need to up my angle here. You guys keep going. I'm gonna put my computer on some books. That's better. 13 seconds. Awesome. Okay, next up, shoulder press. You can use your dumbbells, your Cascade jugs. You can use your long exercise band if you have it. 60 seconds, go. If you don't have anything, I mean, everybody's got cans, right? Oh, I see a lot of cans. Awesome. Whew. Hello, Ty. We're warmed up. We're in our second circuit. No, first round, second exercise. Shoulder presses. I can't hear you because you're muted. Everyone's muted. Great, 13 seconds. If you're doing single arm, just make sure that you do like a couple reps on one side, couple reps on the other, so you're even and you're not super buff on one arm. Okay, next up, we're gonna do squat jumps. This is high impact, but you don't have to jump if you can't. You can just do regular squats if you don't wanna jump. We already did squats. Keep going, I'm just gonna adjust my, it's a little too high. There. 30 seconds. So again, you don't have to jump. You can make it easy by just sitting down on the chair or couch. You don't have to jump. You can even hold your dumbbells for this if you want to make it harder. 10 seconds. Okay, next up, we're gonna do rows. You can use these, your dumbbells, bent over rows. You can use a band, like this. Or if you have something to loop it to this way, you can hold it horizontally. Or what I do, I use my backpack with the handles, wide stance, bent over, and I row this way. If bending over is hard on your back, you can do it in the chair. And you don't even need weight. You can just squeeze your back muscles, squeeze your biceps. Okay, go. I'm watching you guys. Oh, Ty, it looks like you're outside. So don't forget, rest-based training. If you're new, go till you can, rest until you, go till you can't, rest until you can go again. It's self-regulated. Okay, 25 more seconds. So this row, we want our elbows right beside our body. We don't want a wide row, we want a narrow row. So think about elbowing someone behind you who's following you. Elbow them right in the gut. So elbows in right by your side, shoulders down, squeeze those shoulder blades back. Good, okay. Next up, this is the hip thrust. You're gonna need your bench for this. And you can use weight or the bands around your legs. You're gonna get on your bench, upper back, where your shoulder blades are against the bench, eyes forward, chin tucked. Ribs, I want them in. I don't want them flared. I don't want you arching your back. Feet are shoulder width apart, and you're gonna thrust up with your glutes. So think of tilting your pelvis this way, okay? So you're gonna go, so this, you can put the band around the knees to make it harder. You can throw your heavy bag on top to make it harder. If you don't have a bench, you can just do a glute bridge on the floor like this. Okay, 60 seconds, go. So don't forget, ribs down and tilt your pelvis this way. We don't want an arched back like this. You also, if you don't want to get down on the ground, you can just do a standing hip hinge. So you can just do this. It's like a standing thrust. 30 seconds, keep going. $14. 7 seconds. 5. All right, this last one, we're gonna do some burpees, everyone's favorite exercise. This is a burpee. Plank down, jump your feet out, let yourself down, up, jump your feet in, jump. If you wanna make it low impact, that's fine. Just step back, lower yourself down, push yourself up, step up. You don't have to jump, okay? Someone's calling me, I don't know who this is. I put it on Do Not Disturb. 60 seconds, go. There are modifications if you don't want to do a burpee. You can just do jumping jacks. If that's still too high impact, just step out to the side. But the burpees are great because they really get your abs and your core engaged. $30 more seconds. Rest when you need. Okay, take a water break, quick water break. All right, we're gonna go again, top of the circuit. with our squats again. 60 seconds, go. We gotta reset this. Rest when you can, when you have to, go when you can. Okay, next up, shoulder presses. 60 seconds, go. So that's with your dumbbells overhead. I'm gonna use my band. Actually, you can also use your heavy bag for this if you want. You can also do this sitting if you need. If you're standing, make sure you're not arching back. Core is tight. Whew. 20 more seconds. The heavier your weight is, the more rest you're probably gonna need, and that's fine. Okay, jump squats. Go. Now remember, you can just do this regular squat and take the jump out of it. You can squat to the box if you need. Twenty seconds. Ooh, I got some sore quads today. I've been doing a lot of these. Okay, next up, rows. 60 seconds, go. Remember, elbows tucked. You want your back to be flat. You don't want it arched, you don't want it rounded. You want it straight. Chin tucked, looking at the ground. You don't want to be up here. You can do this on the chair if you want. You can use your soup cans. Seconds, keep going. You can use your band. Five seconds. Okay, hip thrust is next. Get to your bench. Grab your weight or your band, whatever you want. Upper back on the bench. You can also just do glute bridges on the floor. I'm gonna move over here so you can see me. Remember, gaze is forward, chin tucked, ribs down. Here's your floor version if you want the floor version. If you're doing it on the floor, make sure your feet, your heels are right up against, as close to your butt as you can get them. Feet are shoulder width apart. Slow toes and slightly turned out. 10 seconds. Keep going. Okay, back to burpees. 60 seconds, go. Now, remember you can do them low impact. Just put out here, legs, walk them in, stand up. Or you can do jumping jacks, or you can do new jacks, which are jumping jacks on steroids when you're just bent knees the whole time. Or you can even do plank jacks, where you do the plank, jump your feet in and out. Be careful with your low back for this one. Make sure your core is super strong and tight. Okay, 20 seconds. Burpee option 2, you can always just get down on the ground and get up. It's really about moving your whole body through that one. Okay, give you like a 20-second water break. Okay, going back to our squats. 60 seconds, go. This is the last circuit, everybody. Oh, I see a chat. Keep going. I'm timing your 60 seconds here. Okay, thank you for coming. Bye, Todd. I'm gonna adjust this again. I don't know, it won't go down anymore. Oh, that's why. Keep going. I'm timing you. I'm just readjusting the camera. Yeah, things in the way. There we go. 6 seconds. Okay, shoulder press, overhead press. Dumbbells, heavy bag, band, whatever you want to use. Oh my God, this feels so heavy today. Good job, everybody. So the press, we want to go overhead in the front. Bring it down to your chest, up over your head. Down to your chest, up over your head. Elbows are tucked in beside your body. Okay. All right, squat jump, 60 seconds, go. I'm gonna turn so I can see you. Again, you don't have to jump if you don't want. You can just do a regular squat. You can squat to a box, chair, couch, ottoman. Really try to get to parallel at the bottom. You don't want to, the more your squat is up here versus down here, the more quad dominant it is, the more pressure you put on your knee joint. So we want to be able to, as much as we can, get to at least parallel to the ground. Then we get more hamstring and glute activation. Okay, 3 seconds. Rows. Grab whatever weight you're using for your rows or band. 60-second rows. Elbows tight to your body. If you feel like your weight could be heavier, just squeeze your muscles more. If you're working with, something that's only a pound and you could probably do like 5 or 10 pounds, just really slow it down too and squeeze. That'll make it harder, more because your muscles will be under tension longer. "23 seconds. And then we only have 2 more exercises. And then a cool down. Bye, Maddie. Switch up to my cascade. And if these are unequal weights, do 10 reps with one way and switch them over. So the heavier one's on the other side, so you don't have one big giant arm. Okay, hip thrust. 60 seconds, go. Okay, I'm gonna do it with no weight. Show you what it looks like with no weight. Or you can do the glute bridge on the floor. Or you can do it standing if you don't want to get on the ground. If you can't, you can do the standing hip hinge. Squeeze your glutes on the top. The glutes, I train my glutes all the time because they are so important for your body. They're the largest muscle group in your body, and if you don't have strong glutes, it can cause a lot of injury elsewhere in your hips and your knees. So you really want to make work on that butt and make it strong. Okay, last round of burpees, 60 seconds, go. Don't forget burpee alterations, substitutions if you need. You can do new jacks. I hate these. Or you can just do regular jumping jacks. Or squat jumps again if you really want to torture yourself. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay! Okay, so just get up, walk around. We're gonna cool down a little bit. I'm gonna unmute you all, okay? So don't stop right away and sit down or lay down, keep moving because we need to bring your heart rate down, all right? Let your heart rate come down. We never wanna sit and lay down when we do an exercise workout this intense because your blood can pool and you can get lightheaded, you could faint, you could get dizzy. We don't want any of that. You want to keep your head above your heart. So you can do some of the moves we did. We're going to do a standing quad stretch. So if you need to hang on to something, hang on to a chair, table, wall, your friend. Just bring one leg up behind you, hang on to that foot. Don't arch your back. We want to stay upright. Keep your core engaged. Hold that foot back so it stretches your quad. And just can be gentle. Hold your stretches for at least 10 seconds, especially if they're standing, like these dynamic stretches. They're harder to hold longer, and then you just end up working like another body part to hold them in place. Switch. I do longer stretches, hold my stretches longer when I'm on the ground, and I can really relax into it. These 30 seconds, there's a point in your body where the reflex comes in and your body doesn't want to keep that stretch going, but then you just hold it and breathe through it, and it'll eventually relax and allow you to go a little bit deeper. Just this guy. It doesn't have to be super, I'm not very flexible, so I have the tightest hamstrings and the tightest hips. But I like this one because I can really relax into it. This one laying down. You can also do it standing. This way. You can even do it from a chair. I'll have you flip over so you can do, well, you can do a glute stretch a couple ways. And if you know how the stretches that you like to do, just do those also. The glute stretches I like to do are the pigeon pose from in yoga. Also, I'm not a yoga instructor, so take it with a grain of salt. But I like this one. I feel like it really gets into the glutes. You can also do a glute stretch on your back where you cross foot over knee and hold it in this way. Pull it towards you. You can also do this in the chair, which I do often, this way. Sides for at least 10 seconds. The important thing to stretch is the hip flexors. These guys in here, they get real tight. We're all sitting doing Zoom these days, so we're getting even tighter in hip flexors. A couple ways you can do this in the kneeling lunge position. And put your body weight forward so you stretch this out here. You can put your arm up overhead and get all, these are all connected in here. You got so many little muscles going on, crossing so many different joints and bones. Just try not to arch your back here, okay? We don't want to put any pressure on our low back. Just make sure you're not sticking out this way, and you want your pelvis tucked under somewhat. The other side. If you're super flexible, you know, you can go down here, which I'm not so much, so I can't really hold it that long. And then the other important thing is, because we did a lot of jumping, we want to stretch our calves. So the calf stretch I like to do is against the wall. Well, ideally what I do like is having like something that's about 3 inches off the ground, and you put your foot on it that way and you stretch into it this way. That's the best way to stretch your calf, in my opinion. If you don't have that, the wall is second best. Some people do this stretch, but I don't really like it because I feel like it's difficult to do. It's hard to really get your leg straight and your heel down for some people, and you end up pushing and exerting a lot of energy while you're supposed to be trying to relax and stretch. So that's why I like foot up against the wall instead. So this stretches more up into the gastrocnemius, like up here, gastroc for short. The soleus is the lower calf, which is also important. A stretch for that is just splitting your stance a little bit and just leaning into it this way. Hang on to something if you don't want to fall over, but that gets down here. So, and arm stretches, chopping off my head. Shoulder stretch, be very gentle with your shoulder. Don't pull too tight. We've got a lot of really tiny muscles in here that are stabilizers, and we don't want to pull them. So just want to be gentle with that. You can also do the tricep stretch this way if you like. For the front of the chest and the pecs, front shoulder, biceps, you can even just put it out here. Put your arms out here, stretch, and push them back. Or you can go, I don't know if you can see my wall. There we go. 90-degree angle against the wall and turn. Be real gentle with this too. Make sure your shoulder's down, shoulder blade is in. I love this stretch. This is really important too. You can also do this one, arms to the back. However, it's really important to stretch this part of your body in the front, especially these Zooming days we're doing. We're all sitting in chairs at desks and we're all hunched over. So we really want to be able to open our body up and stretch this way. Even when you're sitting there all day, set a timer every hour, get up and stretch it out. And take a little walk, do a burpee.